Okay, before we start the press conference, just a reminder on the BMW M Award for Best Qualifier. Marc Marquez still leads that one by quite a distance, 182 for you, with Johan Zarco in second with 129. We will start, of course, with Andrea. It must have felt like quite a long time since you've been in Parc Fermé as the fastest rider in qualifying. You look quite surprised yourself. It was a heck of a lap that you posted, and you mentioned in Parc Fermé that you didn't even believe your lap timer at one point.
Yes, but I'm happier about the lap time I did than the pole position. I never did a lot of pole position in my career. It's not my style, so I'm not too focused on that. But in the way we did the pole position today is important because I didn't have nobody in front of me, and I was able to push really hard, make everything in a perfect way, and make a really good lap time. It was very hot there. It was difficult to be really fast and go under the 55. But at the end, the bike worked very well. I did, after the first intermediate, I saw a good intermediate, and from that I decided to push really hard, and the bike answered really good. I was able to brake really hard, be smooth, and use the potential of the new soft. So this is the confirm of the good work we did during the weekend. We start in the first practice with a good speed. That help us a lot to be able to put a lot of laps on the rear tire for the race. That is the key, everybody knows. We did with 2 tires more than the race distance. This is very important. So we did everything we could for the race. I don't know if it will be enough, but I have a good confidence.
Marc was obviously very fast in free practice 4, but I guess everybody is entering the unknown. It's been a very challenging weekend, but you look fresh-faced. Has the summer break been good for you?
Yes, a small summer break, also because we did an intense World Ducati week. But 1 week was perfect for me. I did a small holiday, but completely relaxed and helped me to start with a good energy. And our bike worked well in this track. This is very important and help us to be consistently fast.
Many congratulations to you, Andrea. We move now to Valentino Rossi. You left it very late in free practice 3 this morning, and you left it very late in qualifying. Qualifying performances recently have actually been very strong for you as well, but it's been quite a tough day. You've left it till the very last minute to post your fastest times here today.
Yes, during the practice I struggle. I always struggle because my pace, unfortunately, is not very strong. So we try to understand different things of the bike, but especially the different combination from the tire, front and rear. So make a lot of tests, but in general, with all the tire, we are not very fast. But already from yesterday, but especially from this morning, I know that I have a good lap with the new tires. So try to stay focused, stay concentrate, and try to have the good moment and the good position. And I'm happy because I was able, my lap time is good, is 54.9. I was able to improve the lap time of last year and also the lap time of this morning that was a bit more cold, so it was a very good lap. I ride very much at the limit without make any mistakes, so is good. And considering that in the race pace we are not fantastic, is also more important. Start from the front row, because I'm in the middle from Dovi and Marc that are the 2 guys with the better pace. So it will be very important. Try to stay with them and at the beginning and see what's happened during the race.
And what a day for you, Valentino. In 1996, when you won your first race here, Luca wasn't even born. 22 years on, he sits here next to you in the press conference. You must be very proud. Yeah,
it's a great moment for us, for our family, also for my mother, I think. It's great. I'm so happy for Luca because in the last 3 races improved very much, and I'm happy for different things, also for the team and everything. I think he did a very good job, and he ride very well. And I think that will be very important to, if he will be competitive for tomorrow race, for fight for the podium.
Thanks very much to you, Valentino. Moving on now to Marc Marquez. I'm sure you're quite happy with the front row. You mentioned in Parc Ferme your one-lap pace perhaps wasn't quite there, but your pace in free practice 4 looked very, very strong. How has your weekend gone, and how confident are you going into tomorrow?
Yeah, of course I'm happy because the main target was the front row. Of course, I already know before the quali that will be difficult because with the new tires, also the electronic, the base map is related about the race map, and we didn't make any special modification. And yeah, maybe with the soft tire we need something more in a few places, but apart of that, we did a great job, especially in FP4. I felt good this morning. Also, I felt strong on the pace, so this is the most important. And yeah, we are there. It's a circuit that normally we suffer a little bit, but even like this, we are close to the fastest guy. That for me is Dobby. We are there. We will try to fight for the victory, and of course, if it's not possible, try to finish in the podium.
Yesterday in Valentino's press conference, he mentioned that the guys who suffer the least will be at the very top. Do you feel like you're in a good place? Do you feel like it's just Andrea? Because Andrea Iannone was even posting some very fast pace in FP4 as well.
Yeah, I mean, have few riders that have a good pace. I mean, Andrea, of course, Dobby worked with a lot of laps on the tires, and then when he put the new tire, he was fast. But yeah, we were there. Both Ducati riders are fast. Iannone will be fast. Valentino on the papers now is a little bit far, but on Sunday always is there. So will be a tough race, but the most important is be there. I mean, this championship is really long. Tomorrow race will be very long, so hot. So important to be there and then fight until the end.
Thanks very much to you, Marc. Moving on now to Moto2. Luca, a brilliant couple of weeks it's been for you. In Sachsenring, your first front row, then your first podium, and here today now your first pole position. It must be an amazing feeling.
Yes, it's an amazing feeling. I'm in a good condition now, and I think that I was very strong and fast the 3 weekend, but is a couple of things put together. For example, my physical condition improved a lot, and now I feel very better. And also the feeling with the bike, we change a lot during the Sachsenring GP, and we bring here a lot of new stuff, very interesting. And also the relationship with my teammate is incredible, is very good, and we work very well together. And the team is fantastic. We did great strategies during this weekend. And I think that we are one of the best teams in both categories. I think that I'm proud for this. I now work for be stronger the next races and prepare very well also the next season.
And how is the shoulder? Because we saw you holding it at the end of qualifying. Are you worried about that at all tomorrow?
Just because I give a 5 to Pazo, but he gives to me too strong, and I felt my shoulder a little bit struggle, but it's all okay. Here in Brno, the feeling with the shoulder is very good. I did a great job at the gym at home with Carlo, and I'm very happy for this. I will try tomorrow, but I think that for the race, my physical condition is good.
Just a quick one as well. Valentino's first ever intermediate class pole, he was 20 years old, so you only have 19 years to go. Luca, thank you very much. We move on now to one of the heroes of the day, Jakob Kornfeil, a fantastic Moto3 qualifying. So many people got their tactics wrong at the end of that session, but you didn't. You've been strong all weekend. You've had a great season, and it just doesn't get any better than this. Your debut was, what, 9 years ago, and your first pole position on your home circuit.
Yes, hello, good evening, everybody. Of course, I'm really happy because after long 154 GPs, I never been first, so it's amazing, especially in front of all Czech fans and sponsors and family and all the supporters who are coming here to support me. So I would like to dedicate this to my father because he always wanted to have these watches. So So finally, after long 9 years, I did it. And also, I want to say huge thanks to my team, because two weeks ago in Sachsenring, we struggled a lot in the home GP of my team. And was not really easy weekend. And here in my home GP, it's completely opposite. And all the practices, my bike was working incredibly good. I enjoy the riding, and I knew that I can be really strong in the qualifying. And as everybody know, it's important is to have the slipstream, especially on this track where you have really long straights where you need this slipstream. So I'm really happy that John finally showed his teammate in the uphill, in the last sector before the last chicane, before the end. He showed him, let's go. And he understood him very well, and they didn't know that there is cornfile behind them. And I just take this chance, this opportunity, and John make the gap to his teammate, like 40 meters. And then I take the gap to John about 15 meters. And after first corner, I was already behind him. And then we just finished the lap, and this helped me a lot, because without these slipstreams, for sure, I couldn't be here with these guys. So thanks to also John, and yeah, that's it. I'm really happy, and tomorrow in the race we have to just do the same or more. For sure, it will be a really difficult race.
Well, Jakob, enjoy your moment, and the very best of luck tomorrow. That's it from me, folks. Over to questions from the floor.
I have a question for Valentino. Valentino, yesterday you didn't test the hard rear tire, I think, and today you tested it, and you just said that there's not a lot of, it's not quite clear yet what you're going to choose. If there's not a lot of differences between the tires for you to choose, would you be prepared to make a gamble?
Yes, like you said, for me it was a mistake to don't try the hard yesterday. Because maybe with more lap we can understand better. But anyway, today I tried this morning, I tried this afternoon. The problem is that I'm not very fast. Ecco. Gamble, but usually I'm not very happy about the gamble. Yes, if you go with the soft, you are faster at the beginning, but for me difficult to arrive at the end. But we have to see. Especially about the temperature, because if we have less temperature, maybe it's more easy. But we check. I will decide tomorrow.
So a question to Valentino and to Luca. So Valentino, you did your first victory on this track, and Luca, you made your first pole position on this track. Is there anything particular on this track that you like, or is it just by chance?
I don't know, sincerely. I like this track from the beginning. Is very flowing, a lot of chicane that are always good. I always think that Brno is similar than Mugello. So for the Italian riders, maybe you have already experience. But I don't know if it's for that.
I like also the track, but I don't know, sincerely, if these two things are in contact. But I think that my first pole position is a good job that started from the beginning of the season. I don't remember very well Vale. I think that he was also strong before Brno in the 97. While today I was very fast, very strong. We prepared very well the quali, and this is the main important thing for do the pole position. But it's more important the victory tomorrow. So wait tomorrow, and we will see what happens.
I have one question for Jakub. Today you have one strategy. What will be the strategy for tomorrow?
I still don't speak with my team about this, only a little bit after qualifying when I came back through the pit line, because there were so many things to do for the media. And of course we have to try to think about it. And the good thing is, unfortunately, Martin is out, the championship leader, and looks like if you look the past races, he's only the guy who can break and open the gap and go. He showed also in Sachsenring this, and I think for tomorrow there is no any rider who can do this. So maybe it will be a difficult race because we will all stay in the one big group, and I don't know. I will just try to go every lap, every single meter, my maximum. I know that my speed here is good, but even if I will open the gap somewhere, I think because of the straights, the train will come back to me. So I think it's really difficult on this track to go.
I have a question for Andrea. After that really impressive lap, over the last few races, a few riders have mentioned that it's difficult to have a setting for both a fast lap and race pace. And I noticed your mechanics changing ride heights. Do you have a different setting to do one lap and to do the race?
No. We didn't change anything about that. We try a different setup in free practice 4 with the used tire to understand if we were able to improve a few things. But no, we use the same setup.
Question to Luca here. Luca, more and more often we see the Moto2 qualifying being kind of strange. The lap times are coming at the beginning of the session, and later on no one is improving. Why do you think it's happening in Moto2?
Well, you said strange, but for us is normal now. There are different things that makes this happen. I think one of the most important thing is the grip from MotoGP, because their tires that are softer and leave on the track a very good rubber for us. And lap by lap, the track comes worse because Moto2 take out this rubber, and our tire is not so performance like their tire. And also is for the bike that with less temperature in the bike, in the chassis, in the engine, in the brake, makes this happen. But now we know that is like this. It's from the beginning of the season that the most of the pole position are in the first 3 laps, and we prepared every weekend the qualifying like this, to do with just one tire in the first 3-4 laps the pole position.
I have a question for Dovi. Dovi, yesterday Petrucci tried the new fairing. Today you tried it. Could you tell us a little bit about how it felt, what the differences are, and whether you're going to use it tomorrow?
Yes, looks like we will use tomorrow. The difference is not clear. It's always difficult when you try something like that. It's difficult to understand exactly the difference. Looks a bit better on the braking maybe, but from the morning to the afternoon we changed also the tire, so we didn't have a lot of time to make a real comparison, so it's not clear the positive things and if there is a negative things.
Kubo, is it some kind of additional prize after the qualification to sit among these great riders? Is it some kind of additional prize after the qualification to sit among these great riders?
Yeah, of course. These are the legend. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful moment for me. I never sit next to them, and I always watch them in the television and looking their skills and what they can do with these big bikes. So of course it's fantastic feeling, and I'm really enjoying it.
Any more? No? That's it? Okay. Well, the very best of luck to all 5 of you tomorrow. If I could ask you now to please stand for the photos. If everyone here could just remain seated for now. Thank you. To join the pole position winners as well. Thank you.